Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to talk all about bouldering, a sport that is fast becoming my new favourite activity. In this video we'll cover how my new interest in bouldering has come about, what about bouldering I find quite so exciting. I'll take you with me on a practice session at a local climbing centre and share with you the things I'm struggling with, the things I'm working on as a brand new climber. And I'll also share with you the resources, books, films, kit that are helping me on this new journey. In case that isn't enough to tempt you, here's a few little clips to show you what we'll get up to. I feel like we need a theme tune. Let's get bouldering! Oh dear. I'm very excited about this one. If you are a bouldering pro, I need your help. Please jump into the comments throughout this video with any tips, tricks, answers to my very basic questions. I would love to get your support. And if you're a bouldering newbie like me, then come along for the ride. We are in it together. For anyone new, a quick intro. Hi, I'm Danny. After 14 years in the corporate world, I've just quit my job to start all over again. I'm in my mid-30s and I've pressed reset to hopefully build a life with more impact, more meaning, more connection, and a chance to give back. Right now, as I look to rebuild a new life and career, I'm throwing myself into as much as possible. I'm reigniting old passions, I'm saying yes to new things and just getting stuck into as many activities and adventures. For anyone who's been following along on this slightly crazy journey, you will know that as soon as I quit my corporate job, I signed up to a one-day climbing course, which I've been looking at for years. And on that course, I finally learned how to top rope climb, belay and auto belay, and also to boulder. And there was something about bouldering that got me very excited. It forced me to move my body in a completely new way. And it was so challenging that I couldn't wait to do it again. It was that weird sense of like, I have to try this again because I don't quite know if I can ever crack it. So I had this like compulsion to return. Anyway, I've since signed up for a membership at my local climbing centre. Hilariously, I've deleted my dating app membership and I've signed up for a climbing membership. That tells you everything you need to know about my life right now. I'm going as much as I can to continue to practice my skills, watch people who are loads better than me, and I'm excited to bring in bouldering as a new sport in my life. I'm just going to finish this cup of tea and then we're going to get out to the climbing centre to do some practice. So if you're ready, let's get bouldering. I feel like we need a theme tune. Let's get bouldering! Oh dear. Welcome to my climbing centre. This is one of the UK's largest indoor climbing centres and one of the leading facilities in Europe. Very cool. The building itself is pretty epic. It's grade 2 listed with climbing facilities spread over 5 floors. There's a 1-acre garden including an organic cafe and community-run vegetable patch. There are 450 roped routes and 11 separate bouldering areas, including an outdoor boulder field, which I've chosen today. Bit of a crazy decision because it was about 5 degrees Celsius, but anyway. Here I am warming up, doing my best to improve my grip strength. There are 3 things I'm focusing on in this session today. Firstly, form. Trying to figure out how I push down through my feet rather than pull up with my arms, and also keep my hips as close as possible to the wall to help with my stability. All of that feels really unnatural, but I'm trying my best. The second thing is route planning, figuring out how I'm going to scale a wall before I attempt it so I stop getting stuck midway. And then thirdly is bravery, honestly just trying to increase my capacity for fear and just push myself a little bit harder. So on this wall, I'm trying to focus on just pushing through my feet and my legs and not pulling on my very limited arm strength. In terms of bouldering grades, I'm climbing numbers 1 and 2 right now, which are beginner's routes. You can see the little silver tags on the wall there. The red and white route is a grade 1, the green route is a grade 2. To be honest, I'm not too focused on the grades, I'm just using them to stay away from the big numbers. On the next few walls, I'm trying to work on my route planning. Good bouldering practice is that you create a kind of mental map before you start climbing. So you visualize the moves, including hand and foot placements, body positioning, and the overall flow of the route. I seem to have no skill for this. I just tend to kind of get going and then get stuck in the middle of the wall because I don't know where to put my hands or feet, and I can't see where to put my hands or feet when I'm already climbing. One issue is definitely patience. Like, I've come climbing and I just want to get climbing. It's not like I'm going very high or very far, so I just basically want to be on the wall. But I think the other issue is I really struggle with the visualization part. So I'm dyslexic, and I don't know if this has anything to do with it. It may just be a really bad excuse, but I can't seem to visualize where my hands and feet should go. I seem to struggle with the kind of mental processing of it. Does anyone else have that? Is it only me? Does it come with time? Help. So here I am actually trying to assess where I should go, thinking I'm doing all the right things, but I couldn't work it out, so I just thought I'd get on the wall. I'm already confused. It didn't start well. So giving it a go, but I just cannot figure out where to go. So anyway, back to the floor it is, little jump. Try again. Can I magically find the next thing to hold? No, back again we go. I mean, literally, I'm not going far at all. It's all a mystery. Okay, oh yeah, then I did take off my jacket and I got a bit further. So I guess that's a little improvement. But I still just could not figure out what the next step was. So for the third time, it was back down to the ground. But friends, it is not all bad news. In terms of bravery, we are definitely making some improvements. This is a video of me trying a particular wall outside on my first time climbing as part of the climbing course a few weeks ago. The wall is angled towards you. I don't know what it's called, but it's quite challenging to stay on, so I was really struggling here. I got to the top of the wall and just could not figure out how to get over the ridge at the top, and so ended up climbing down feeling a little bit defeated. Anyway, today I went back to the same wall on my own with a lot more enthusiasm and a little bit more bravery, and somehow I managed to conquer it. There's a little reach coming up. It's coming. Yes, that's the one. And as soon as I touched that, I was like, yes, I've made it. I can't believe it. As soon as I got both feet up at the top of the wall, I did a little happy dance because I couldn't believe that I'd conquered it. Anyway, thank you for joining me for this hectic training session. I appreciate it. We'll head back home now and chat more about resources for new climbers. Being completely brand new to this sport, I thought I would share with you some of the resources that are helping me improve, getting me inspired. So first of all, physically, in terms of bodily strength, I don't think I'm made to be a boulderer. My arms are like breadsticks, like I really have no upper body strength. I have some lower body strength. I used to row and I run all the time, but it's like a very different way of moving my body. But the biggest thing that I've learned is that I have no finger strength. So I have invested in these little things, which are finger exercises. And you basically put them around your fingers. They come in a pack of 3. I just got these from Amazon. You can just wear them and exercise your finger strength. So I'm just popping these on my hands whenever I can, just to try and get stronger fingers to help me with the grip strength that you need on the walls. On bouldering kit, I currently haven't bought anything special. I'm looking at investing in some cheap shoes. So every time I go to the climbing centre, I rent shoes. It's only £4 a go, but it does build up over time if you're trying to practice like once or twice a week. If you are a seasoned pro and you have got your own shoes, or you've got recommendations of shoes that I should look at, please let me know. Any advice you've got will be really helpful. If you've been here for a few weeks, you will know that I love learning stuff via YouTube tutorials. So I'm currently learning to film and edit these vlogs, and I've learned everything so far in the last 10 weeks by watching YouTube tutorials. So you best believe I spend a lot of time pressing play. And I've done the same in learning bouldering. Something I have found myself doing is watching more documentaries in the climbing space. So I've watched The Alpinist, Free Solo, and what's it called? The Dawn Wall. Amazing. If you have got any recommendations for YouTube videos or tutorials or documentaries on whatever platform that I should be watching, please let me know. Fuel the flames of this new passion. The final resource I'll share, and I'm very excited about this one, I was recommended this book, which is called The Craft of Bouldering, and it is basically a literary exploration of bouldering. It's very poetic. It sits within my own little tiny Venn diagram of someone who loves reading and writing and someone who is just learning about bouldering. And it's a very niche intersection, but it is this book that sits in the middle of that Venn diagram, and it's absolutely beautiful. There is one topic that this book touches on that I've just found so powerful, and it's about bouldering being a sport of touch, and how the connectivity between your fingertips, your skin, and the wall produce something quite magical that is almost counterculture. This sounds really lofty, but hopefully when I read the quote, it will make sense. The body parts that contain the most nerve endings are the lips and the fingertips, and so, by extension, our hands taste the world. In climbing of all types, the body becomes a hand, speaks through it, feels through it, gains its confidence through the hand's confidence. We partake in a sport of touch, and it continues. Sports of touch counteract the alienation of modernity and increasing mediations in modern life. As a culture, we live increasingly more virtual lives, watch more TV, grow fatter, and use our hands less. Our physical desires are met non-physically. We spend less time outside, and we treat the online experience as an actual social experience, which it is not. Bouldering is a practical return to the mastery of our second most important sense, touch. It is a sport of resistance to the claims and demands of mediated life. Through the hand, we access the knowledge of the boulder, and we access our own strengths and weaknesses. And it goes on. I could continue reading, I'm cutting it short, but I just think it's tapping into something there that is so powerful and something I've felt even in my first few attempts at bouldering. And it's really sparked something creatively for me to think more about. Anyway, the cross-section of people that may enjoy that and also may enjoy bouldering is probably very small. So if I've lost you there, I apologise. But if you're still here, I hope you enjoyed it. On my own little journey, the learning continues. I'm going to try and get to the climbing centre at least once a week to continue practising and hopefully increase my bodily strength, my mental strength, and my finger strength as well with these little contraptions. I will keep you posted each step of the way. I'm going to leave you with a short quote that's been inspiring me on this bouldering journey. It's kind of relevant to my career journey as well. I hope it can be useful for you. You can't fall if you don't climb, but there is no joy in living your whole life on the ground. Okay, with that said, I'm going to say goodbye. I will see you next time. Thank you again for joining me. Any comments, inspiration, tips, advice, climber, non-climber, throw it down below. All of it is useful for me, and I will see you next time.